How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Good to see everybody. We're going to be, I think it says it right on the title. We're going to be playing some Atari. Play a little bit of I think the 7800 and the 5200. We're going to look through that. Some 2600. I mean, we're not going to exclude it out. I'm not sure what titles I haven't, but like most nights, unless I do like a night where it's an Activision or something like that, I don't usually pick the titles out. I just kind of go through them and play whatever. That way it's new to me and new to you. So 'cause there's always something to try out, especially with the Atari. There's 800 and some games, I think. So there's quite a few I haven't played. And between the 5200 library and the 7800 library, there's quite a bit that I haven't played or maybe you haven't even heard of either. So anyways, thank everybody in the chat. See, we got Jeff, Go Game Goes here. Benjamin's in here. Thank you, Benjamin. Appreciate you being in here. Brian F. I always appreciate Brian F. stopping by. Brian F. Somebody I know from other chats of other YouTubers that I watch. Brian's a big supporter of retro gamers. He's always in everybody's chat. Pretty much. I see him pretty much everywhere. So am I. So is Jeff. Jeff stops on a lot of them. That you find that out with a lot of the retro, the retro gamers. They all pretty much go visit other channels and see each other on a regular basis. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like that there's a group of people that are basically friends. I mean, I would call them people that are friends from YouTube. So might not know them personally, but I do know them on in chat and on YouTube. So there you go. Anyways, let's see. Let me get this set up for playing in the gameplay. I gotta kick in the what do you call it? Launch box. All the games today are emulated. I don't have my physical 7800 hooked up. The reason I don't usually I don't do that is because I have over 100 or so physical, but there's a big difference between 100 and some physical to almost if you add them all together 1,000 or more than 1,000 ROMs. So there you go. Let me see. I'll probably since Benjamin's here, I'll probably let me just start off with a 2600 game. We'll do the get the thing up here. Let's see. That's find that game. It'll take me a second here. Oh, I forgot I changed my layout. Okay, I gotta go down here a little bit. I changed my layout to show publisher instead of just the titles. So I had to get into Atari. Which of course, they have the most games in the first place. Let's see. All right, where in the hell the game at? Okay. My bad. Sorry. Sorry, it's taking me a second, but I'm not seeing the title I'm looking for. Huh. Well, that's weird. Oh, well, I guess they have the publisher, but they don't have it in alphabetical order. That's why. I'm sitting there looking for a title. I'm like, what? How the hell can I find this thing? I have to go back to having it listed alphabetically because this is kind of silly that I can't find a title real quick. All right. All right. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll switch back to viewing it in alphabetically because, yeah, it's not see date modifier. Version. Play. Account. Right. Yeah, it's not helping out either. Well, shit on a shingle. All right, well, we're just going to randomly start with the title because, yeah, I am not finding what I'm looking for. We'll do the 7800, and we'll get into. Been meaning to check this out. I'm not sure how this is going to be. Let's see. We'll do the.
Please like and subscribe to my channel, and then click notifications. Thank you.
All right. Now, I think this ROM might be a little messed up, so we're going to try it out. As you can see, it looks a little funky. This is the original Popeye. Opcode, which I do have on my 7800. There's a they did a remake, redo, whatever the hell you want to call it, Popeye. Supposedly they changed some stuff in it. It's pretty much the same game. It's just that he kind of enhanced it a little bit. So, but hopefully it's as good as that version is. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 53 physical on your links. Nice, Brian. Yeah, I had the links when I was a kid. Loved it. Loved the links. I can't tell you how many physical I had at the time. I probably only numbered probably about 30 of them at that time. But yeah, I had it for a while, so. Oh, thanks, Jeff. You like my watch and subscribe thing? I got another one too that's kind of cool on it. Let me see, when the hell's it at? I don't know if I can call it up. Let's see if that does it.
Please like and subscribe, and click on notifications. Thank you.
I thought that one was cool too. It turned basically turned me into a plushie. So, but yeah, the links. That's the thing is there's so many people that missed out on the links, and it was such a cool system. All right, let's get this started. All right, first player. One player game should be it. Yeah, see, it doesn't have sound. It seems like the graphics is kind of messed up on this. And it doesn't play the music in the background. That's kind of a shame. Oh, yeah, that ROM's not that good. Ah, that's a damn shame. That's such a good game, too. I love Popeye. All right, let's see. What do we got? We can go to Asteroids Deluxe, which is a homebrew, but Atari picked up the publishing to it, and so then now they have it. But yeah, if you have this cart, the homebrew of it, or you have the Atari version of it, it has you could play Asteroids on here as well as Asteroids Deluxe. So I would tell you the secret, but I can't remember what it was. Might have to turn the sound down there and just let me know on this. I'll do the Pac-Man after I'm done with this, Benjamin. All right, yeah, let me calm that down. All right. I figured it probably would be because that's just how it is with the 2600. And the 7800 has the same sound chip, so. Let me try it about right there and see what you guys think. Oops. Get my shit back under control. Ah, little bugger shot me. Oh, hell, that sucked. Is that the sound better? A little less than what it was? All right, let's do one more game of this, then we'll go to Pac-Man. If you guys remember in the arcade, Asteroids Deluxe used to use the oh shit, what the hell was that thing called now? It was the same effect that Space Invaders used, and they use it at Disney World for the Haunted Mansion. Not Ghost Glass, I don't think. Ah, hell, I can't remember what the effect's called now. But what it was is they would reflect the screen was on the bottom and they were reflected up on the surface, and it gave it like a depth of field to it. Ghost Glass, maybe that's what it is. Oh, wait a minute. Shit, I should have just hit pause before I did this. try it there. Yeah, it's like I said, getting the sound right on Atari's a pain in the ass because it's so loud compared to everything else. And I don't know if it's as loud as, or yeah, I mean, I know it's also being loud, but it's also, I guess you could say the noise is from the 2600 games are kind of jarring. I would say they're probably the most likely noises to get on your nerves is out of the 2600, and that's exactly what sound chip this thing is. I don't know. This one might use the better sound chip for some of it. I don't know if the Atari 2600 was capable of some of these sounds. As you can see, I'm pretty much a middle sticker. Oh, shit. Little guy. Now, the arcade, I used to fly around more. But... that was nasty. I do enjoy this version. It's a nice-ass translation. What I like is when Atari became the new Atari, and they bought the publishing rights to this homebrew. Yeah, they didn't even try to make a better version of Asteroids. They just took the homebrew because this version's already good enough. There's no reason to mess around with it. Oh, you say it didn't change at all, or what, kitty? Good Lord, my cat just come running in here, meowing. What's wrong? Hey, Rabs, how's it going? Good to see you. Oh, and hey, Cyrus, I forgot to say, I'm sitting there talking to you, but I forgot to say, hey, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Let me see. What do you want, kitty? Come here. Well, come here. Sorry, I got to grab my cat. Come here. What's wrong there, kitty? And she just come running out of one of the rooms, fucking barreling out here, and she don't usually cry real loud, so I don't know if something scared her or what the hell the problem was. I know earlier we were sitting on the couch and there was a thunderstorm came through, and man, there was a big ass lightning strike, and man, it freaked her the hell out. She booked, went downstairs in the basement, get ready for the tornado or something. Let me try to get this. All right, let's try that. See if that. Yeah, because I'm not sure why it's not making it lower. We'll see if that helps out. Poor kitty. Poor kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh yeah, how the camera follows me around. Yeah, it's like I said, it's called an obs dot tiny light 3, tiny light 2, excuse me. But it's on a gimbal, and it could move, it could sway up and down, left and right, or whatever. And yeah, you activate the AI on it. You can pick to have it, follow you slowly, or follow. It can do what they call sport move, which follows you faster. And then it does hand gestures on, like, if it zooms in that. I had to turn that off because you'll see if I talk, especially if I'm full screen, I move my hands a lot. So it was picking up my gestures because L's like this would make it zoom, which, as you can see, I got turned off and it's not doing that. And but I can also make it not follow me around. I can sit there and do this, and it makes it stay stationary. And you can see it doesn't follow me around. So you can change it up and have it do what have you. All right, we'll try that again on sound, but sound might actually be set up a little different. So I might not know how to correct it because I'm not seeing it on the previews. I mean, on my sliders. I had to change the way my sound was done for when I did the show yesterday with Lone Scum. Hey, Junebug, how you doing? Let's see if I can change this back. I swear to God, I need another monitor. I got 3 monitors and it doesn't seem to be enough. All right, let's try that. I need to learn how to use my available workspace better. That's what the problem. I wonder if wait a minute. Let me see if I can do this. This would make it a lot easier. All right, let's see if we could. That's not what I want. Yeah, right there. Oh, there we go. That might actually work. Oh, okay. Yeah, it works a lot better. Oh, nice. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Oh. Oh, crap. I gotta get mobile. Oh shit, that didn't help. Oh jeez. I decided to get mobile after I was getting the crap kicked out of me. All right, let's go to Pac-Man. All right. Yeah, there's a couple of Pac-Mans on here, so. I don't know what the difference of them is. So we'll try. All right. Game sports. Yeah, I messed with my settings because now I got everything screwed all the hell up. There we are. I think that might be the only two Pac-Mans for it. That there's more. Now I know this. I think this one doesn't work. This Pac-Man collection. This one doesn't. I think that I haven't tried this one. We'll see if this one works. Doesn't seem like it's going to. Yeah, I have to check that because I don't know. I just have it set to okay, so this is the one that worked. Okay, so I picked the wrong one. But yeah, I don't know if some of them only work on certain emulators, and I only have the one in there, which might be the problem. Oh shit, got myself caught right off the bat. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out. I have a Atari 400 Mini, and along with that, I have the joystick for the 2600. That's a USB, and I got to figure out how to get it to work on the computer. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just haven't researched it fully, but because I like games like this, I rather use the Atari 2600 stick for. I get better control out of it than I do a D-pad. Oh, shit. I was going to try to thread the needle. That didn't work out too well. Oh. Shit. Oh, hell, man. I barely escaped that one. Ah, man, I must not have pushed down when I thought oh, shit. And there you go. And it goes all in hell handbasket real quick once I got killed. All right, we'll try that again. Jesus. crap. I was trying to see if a pattern I used to use in the arcade worked on this. Yeah, no. So you know it's not based on the arcade. Well, I mean, it's based on the arcade, but it's not using any of the arcade coding. I used to have a code that I think it was good up to the 5th key on the arcade machine, a pattern that I used. The only reason I learned a pattern was I used to work at an amusement park that it was a traveling park until the cooler months, and then it stayed located here around Akron. And it was okay place, but it was old rides and what have you. But the manager I had, she used to dominate on Pac-Man. We had one of them, the smaller stand-up Pac-Man machines, and she used to hog that damn thing, so the rest of us couldn't play. And she would do that at lunchtime because we all, basically shared the same lunch. And so I went and got the book, learned the pattern because I was getting tired of her shit because she didn't use a pattern or whatever. I mean, she was better than most of us, but she wasn't fantastic. And so I got that book, learned the pattern, and then was whooping her ass all the time. Which was a small victory for me. She was the same woman that when we were working the one week, she come up and told everybody, she said, hey, we don't have the money to pay out payroll, but we'll have it tomorrow or whatever it was. And I didn't feel like, well, at that time, I was only, 14, I think, so I wasn't driving anyway, so I used to have my mom take me to work. And I was going to have her take me to go pick my paycheck up. So, I was kind of pissed off about it. And, I was like, look, I want my paycheck. And she goes, well, the only thing we have is quarters. So if you want your paycheck in quarters, then, fine. I said, quarters? Because at that time I was big in the arcades. So I was like, hell yeah. So I took my pay in quarters. But at that time it was, I worked 48 hours a week and I made $63 a week. That's what my bring home was. So it wasn't much. But so I got $63 in quarters. The first thing I did when I got home was call my buddy Joey up. He had a Bronco that his dad had gave him. And we headed up to the arcade. And, man, it was fun for the whole day we were up there. Let's see. That's weird. I thought it would put them in alphabetical order. I used to have it in alphabetical order, but like I said, I kind of took it off there, but I'm not seeing it in that order anymore. Because these games, I don't understand where the hell there's box art down here, but that must be like the ones listed without box art. Let's see. What the hell would bowling be? Would that be a sports game, I guess? Maybe it was date added. I had it on there before. Who knows? I think it just had it, whatever it was. It has developer installed, last played, main, max players, platform, player count. I mean, they got a shitload of choices, but nothing that. Now, this is listed by star ratings. So there's like games that are 4 stars plus. I don't know who the hell rates some of these things, though. Let's see. Uh, Maybe it was date added. Who knows? I mean, does this go by my date that I added it, or because a lot of these I slammed them in there at the same time? That's what I'm trying to find is Atari basketball, but you know what? What am I messing around with this for? Don't they have a search feature on this freaking thing? Yeah. Now here I'm sitting there going old school in it. What am I doing basketball for? Get in here. Jesus. All right. Now, there we go. There's bowling. Bless it. The cat's okay. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't know if she just got lonely and figured she, discovered she was by herself or what the hell the deal was. All right. Oh, my bad. I haven't played for a while, so I hit the wrong thing when I was trying to. That was still the wrong thing. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's get this. Let's start back over. Let me get a redo on this. Okay. Hopefully we're okay now. Yeah, I forgot that the curving the ball up, you wanted to do it at the last minute, not beforehand, because you'll just totally miss. I used to play the hell out of this when I had first got my Atari. It wasn't Space Invaders was, of course, what I wanted the Atari for, but there was a few of the other games when I would get them because I had like combat and I had bowling and stuff like that, but the bowling one I didn't mind. It wasn't is it accurate to bowling? No. But it was fun to do, especially with 2 players. I think my sister used to play it a lot. It was only a game there was only a couple of games that my sister. This was one of them. My sister would play with me on the Atari. It wasn't until what was funny about that. My sister would never really play any of the games with me. She wasn't into them. When she got into was Mario Kart 64. Man, she would play the shit out of that game. She loved it. Yeah, I'd go hang out with her and my brother-in-law, and man, we'd play Mario Kart 64 into the wee hours of the night. Tearing up the alleyway. Once you played this enough, it was to the point where you could get to where you could probably hit strikes about every time. I said they got a new bowling game. I don't know if Chris is still in here because I think he knows what it's called. But yeah, there's a new homebrew from on Atari Age. I think you could buy the ROM of it too, or no, wait a minute. Actually, I think the ROM's free. Shit. Yeah, God, I wish I could remember the name of it. But anyways, it's a bowling game, but the perspective is down the perspective of it is down the alley, like you're looking down the alley, and it's pretty cool. Because actually, if I'm right about it, I'm going to get the ROM. I'll put the ROM on here if it's free. Even if it's not free, depending on what he charges for the ROM, I'll probably grab it anyways. Because I still have, I think, 3 or 4 champ game ROMs to get. So I bought a 191. I ain't gonna complain. That's better than what I do in real life. Let's see. Go back to the 7800. Oh, it's look on the search thing. Views. Range by. How do you get out of this? Okay. I didn't know how to get out of the search feature. I never used it before, but like I said, for looking for specific games. So now I know if you guys call out games in the chat, if we're not, I'm not looking for anything in particular, we can sit there and at least find it. Yeah, I did too, Jeff. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to do, and like I said, it was the only game my sister would play with me, so it was kind of cool. You know, we would play it. You know what? Let's show. I don't know if a lot of you have seen this. This is Crystal Quest. This version of it is this Bob. I can never say his name right, but Bob Contenzo or Concenzo. He does a crap load of games. You'll see his name all over the place. But I don't have this version of it. But the reason I'm playing is I own the cart of it. But this is he had made this game, and this is another one after the new Atari started up. They purchased the I don't know if they purchased the game per se or just the publishing of the game. But before that, it was always done on Atari Age. But this I actually like this game. I think it's not too bad. It's hard. It's not an easy game. It doesn't have any sound. Oh, that ain't cool. Oh, that makes me sad. Yeah, I don't hear anything. I don't know about you guys, but I can't hear shit. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what you get with ROMs sometimes. especially when you're downloading ROMs. I mean, you're grabbing a bunch of ROMs off of the internet, hoping that you get good ones, but not all the time. Depending on where you get it at and what have you. Some of them might not be working, but yeah, if the sound ain't gonna work on it, we're not gonna mess around with it. That's a shame. I think next week what I'll do is I'll pop out the 7800 plus, and then I'll just do my collection. Because like I said, I'd like to do that one. I have that on there. There's a few others that I have that I don't have ROMs for. So plus I have that 78 the opcode version of Popeye, which is really good. I want to play that one. So I don't know if I've played Chopper Lifter on here. You know what? Let's go back to 2600. I still have the all the Activision set up because I did that Activision night. Oh, here all that time I was trying to look through bowling, and then I find it right away when I'm cruising through here. Do Chaotic Grill. This is a champ game, which I always enjoy because it's burger time. But I mean, this is one, burger time. It's funny when you talk to people about burger time. Everybody has their specific burger time they like or what have you, and it could also be system specific. But on this one, I find this version doesn't look like as good as some of the other ones. Oh, forgot which one was the pepper. This might not look as good as some of the other ones, but I think it controls fantastically. Oh, that was just dumb, man. I'm getting myself screwed up. Guess who might be playing the second game of Chaotic Grill? Find me getting out a lot of tight spots on this game easier than I would say on some of the other ones. Hey, how's it going, Dark? Yeah. I never thought about it until you said that now. Yeah, it looks like a little chick appearing out of a cloud. Oh, shit. Damn it. Damn it. That was my mistake. Shouldn't wait for that. What happens when you get greedy? Oh, that's where you spawned at. That sucked. Well, there you go. Chaotic Grill, basically burger time. To Conquest of Mars, which is Cavern of Mars. It was, when I first played this game, it was on my Atari 800. Excuse me, Atari 400. I didn't have an 800. But it was on cassette, and it was what the hell did they used to call it? I think it was APX. Atari Program Exchange, I think is what it was called. But it was basically homebrews, other developers that had, I don't know how you would classify them, that if they were homebrews at that time or if they were just third-party developers. But anyways, it was through that program that you could play some of these games, and Caverns of Mars was one of them. And so I had got it, played it, loved Cavern of Mars. It was a great game. And so Atari later on bought, I guess, the rights to it. And but this game here originally came out as their answer to Caverns of Mars. This was Champ Games. But now Atari rebought the rights from to use this for their Caverns of Mars, and that's how you receive it now from Atari. You have to go to Atari Age, and it's called the Cavern of Mars. But, I don't think they do the Conquest of Mars at all now. As I said, Atari, one thing you have to say about the new guys at Atari, they were smart enough to realize that there was good games out there from the homebrew community, and why try to make the game yourself when there was already a good version of it out there? Yeah, the premise is simple on this. You just, except when you do something dumb like that. But you're dropping down in this cavern, hence the reason the Caverns of Mars, and you shoot this stuff on the way down. There's basically a bomb at the end of it that you set off a timer, and once you do, you got to head back out of where you came out at, headed in at. And when it goes to that, it goes to a timer that you have so much time to get out before the place blows up. But yeah, this is a really good version. Oh man, I can't believe I'm making dumbass mistakes on this. I'll never get down to the bottom if I keep doing that. This is a good ass version of it. It plays close. It looks enough like the 800. The computer version of it, the 8-bit, and it also plays pretty much like it as well. The controls and everything. So it's a nice port of it. But would you expect anything less from Camp Games? Oh, shit. Even on the 8-bit version, I always had a problem come down this part because your ship is so wide. Unless you do stupid shit like that, too. So I don't know, Rab. I don't know if it originally came out as a shareware before it went on to the APX. I can't remember. I just remember, I think when I bought it, it was on APX. And truthfully, I can't remember if APX was considered shareware or what. Because to me, like a lot of the sharewares were, a lot of times when I got them, they were incomplete games. But this, of course, was complete. But like I said, at that time, I was just getting into that stuff. So I was a late bloomer into the 400, Atari 400, into the computer world. So a lot of that I wasn't absolutely, familiar with. It was just stuff I learned along the way. Because I can't remember where I picked the program at, because all I remember was they came in, the APX had the APX logo on it. It came in a white folder, the instructions did, and it had a window in the thing that had like the name of the game. And then you had the cassette and whatever. And a lot of the times them things came in plastic bags. It wasn't like real fancy box or anything like that. You just had a plastic bag that had the instruction manual in it, and then had the cassette or whatever you had in there. So that's how I remember this one being. Because also, there one that pisses me off that I can't remember was I had a Pac-Man clone that was on cassette as well, and I forget what it was called. And actually, it was a good game. It wasn't like, it just, you knew it was kind of like Pac-Man because it looked kind of like Pac-Man, but it didn't play like Pac-Man at all. And it just had its own kind of mechanic to it. But I can't remember for the life of me what it was called. Because that's one of them games, there's a couple of games I always look for because they just, for nostalgia reason, because they were games I enjoyed back then. That was one of them, and I finally got one recently, which is, I used to play Monaco GP in the arcade all the time. Love that game. That used to be a quarter eater for me for a while. And I could never find the ROM. And here, apparently, the ROM was never available. But I guess they did have a version of it on one of the systems. And somebody had knew about a guy that was, like me, a fan of Monaco GP, and he wrote the code from the ground up based on the arcade version of it. And so I have that, and it's a standalone. And man, I was happy as shit to get that thing. But that was that, and then that Pac-Man was the other one I wish I could find. But like I said, I cannot remember, what the name of it was. Oh, shit. Hate to see. I was going to say you hate to see that, and then I do it again. It's not even hard to get through here. I mean, it's a little difficult, but it's not that hard. bomb went off because I goofed around, wrecked, boom, everything gone. But anyways, that's basically, it gets harder as you go along, but that's the basis of the game. But like I said, it was a fun game. It was a cool one to pick up. I'm glad Atari actually recognized how good of a game it was. I think they have the when they bought it and changed it to Cavern of Mars. Well, kept the name Cavern of Mars, but put it under the Atari banner. I think that's on the Atari 50th collection. Here's another. I ain't gonna play this because it sucks on the 2600. I loved Crazy Climber. Used to play that in the arcade a lot too. But it's great with twin sticks when you have one, control for one hand, one for the other. And I used to like playing in that. But whenever you get it switched over to just one stick, it's not the same. Well, you know what? Let's go to 5200. Give some 5200 love. 5200 never gives enough love. This actually isn't a bad system. This had a shitty controller. That was its downfall. Controller was horrible. Let's see. As you can see, a lot of these black, well, you can't see it. I don't know why I said that, but a lot of the, when I'm looking through my launch box to pick out, a lot of these things are blacked out. They don't have box art in that. It's because it's either, homebrews or hacks or what have you. And there's a lot of this stuff I haven't tried that I try it once in a while, but they don't, and not every one of them works. It's kind of a pain in the ass while you're trying to show off games if you can't, play them or whatever. But like, here's one. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a risk on this one. See if this ROM actually works. And it doesn't. Go figure. It said Beauty and the Beast and what I was going to try. Oh, that's what I was going to. No, there's a version in here. Actually, for the 7800. I don't know what the hell the name of it is, but there's a version of Night Stalker actually for it. Oh, here, when we were earlier going through Asteroids Deluxe, here's the. This is Asteroids, but like I said, you don't have to. If you go on the Atari Age and you're buying carts, if you have a 2600 plus or a 7800 plus, or if you still have the original hardware, you don't have to buy Asteroids and Asteroids Deluxe if you want to have both of them, because there's a thing you do with, I think it's the either the select button on the 7800. I think you can hit it and you can play Asteroids on Asteroids Deluxe, but this is Asteroids on there. Actually, this isn't. This is the original Asteroids for the 7800. My bad. Because the enhanced edition of Asteroids is it looks like that the look of the arcade, like the one I just played for Asteroids Deluxe. This is better than the 2600 version of Asteroids, but still not. It doesn't look anything like the arcade. Yeah, they couldn't do Vectrex graphics back then as good as they can now, so. Hey, Hobbs, how's it going? Yeah, that was a common problem with arcade ports back in the day. Is, you had to settle sometimes for at least the gameplay to be the same as the arcade, because you hardly ever had them look anything like what the arcade could do. Especially out of the port 2600. That thing wasn't, what they could do later on, though, was pretty amazing, because it just wasn't made to do shit like that. Very limited on RAM and ROM and all that stuff. It was. Oh shit! I knew I was gonna get blasted there. I'm gonna get one more playthrough. I wasn't zooming around either. Like I said, that was terrible. Does this have the look of the arcade? No, but it plays pretty good. Got a free ship. Free ship. That was terrible. Oh. Oh no. Man, I was so close to getting a free ship. Man, that sucks. Good game, though. Yeah, there should be a good ROM for this beef drop. That's supposedly a 7800 version of Burger Time, but the ROM I got doesn't work. Well, it's a hack, so I have to find it because being a hack, that means it's out there for free. So. All right, like here's Centipede. There's a version on Atari Age. You can get the homebrew of Centipede, which I don't know how good it is. I mean, it looks good from what I can see, but I don't own it. And but the one they have on the Atari Age is only trackball. It only works with the trackball, which I don't have. Which is basically it's just the 2600 trackball. Say, is am I gonna be able to shoot him? Now, to be honest, I'd rather play the 2600 version of it. Goddamn spiders. Let's try to get that damn the hell is that, a scorpion or whatever the hell that damn wormy thing goes across the top there and poisons your crap. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad version of it, but I like the 2600 version better. It doesn't look as pretty, but it plays better. Might as well play a little bit of. This is a game I wasn't familiar with until I got it for my 7800, and but actually I kind of enjoy it. Oh crap! Not as detailed as Gauntlet, but it's still fun. Gauntlet had more shit going on around on the screen, was busier. Hey, Kohler, how's it going? Good seeing you. And I'll tell you what these games do too is it really emphasizes how important it is sometimes to have music in a game. You know, because like with a game like this, you're exploring around, there isn't much going on. And I don't know, it just makes it better when you got the music in the background. I forget what the set. There's a set amount of levels in this. I can't remember what it is. I think it's when you go through the alphabet. Hey, how's it going, Pierre? You guys like in television games? Pierre be your man. Go check him out. He's going to be on tomorrow at 8. Excuse me, 6:30 Eastern time. He'll be playing some. It's a television tomorrow, right, Pierre? Is it Monday your television day? And he'll usually play about 3 games. He was playing. He was going through a game called AF2. It's a homebrew for the Intellivision. It's basically a SMUP, and a pretty decent one, and apparently a hard one from what I've seen with other people playing it. I've never played it myself, but it's pretty challenging. Plus, I know they're trying to sell more physical copies of AF2 because, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure Pierre will correct me, but I think they have to sell 150 physical copies of it before they go to ROMs, so that people that have the Sprint system can get the ROMs for it. And I don't know if he said they're around 100 now. They just need to get about 50 more going. And plus, there's another one they got out. I can't remember the name of that one, but they're trying to sell the ROMs of the physicals too before they do the ROMs. Yeah, he's at 6:30 Eastern time. He will be. He's doing arcade on. No, yeah, Monday's a television, and then Tuesday will be arcade games. So But yeah, check him out. That's Dimex Retro Gamer is his channel. Like I said, that's Pierre, somebody I've known. Gosh, I don't know how many years I've known Pierre through the for YouTube chat and other people's channels, but I've known him quite a bit. Pierre just started his own channel a few months back, and he also does a show with Famous and Crispy. Their show's called The Bro Show, and they occasionally do that. So, like, if the best thing to do for either one of them is you go follow Dimex Retro Gamer or you follow Famous and Crispy, hit the alerts, and you'll find out when they go on because when they do the Bro Show, they do it on both their channels. They'll have it broadcast. So, but like the last Bro Show they done was a baseball competition between the both of them. Yeah, it says this Friday they got the Bro Show going on. So that'll be on shit. I already came up this one. That'll be on either Dimex Retro Gamer or Famous and Crispy's channel. I got lost. Now I gotta go back up through here. Maybe I had to go through this part. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the key. That's what I was messing up on. That's the thing. There's tons of people I watch on YouTube for different things. I mean, I do a lot, for retro gaming, but, there's, Papa Pete does the television. Jeff, who's Go Game Go does Switch to Switch 2. Which I own the Switch 2 and enjoy it very much. So I watch a lot of Go Game Go's content. Like today, he just did Splatoon Raiders. But then there's also, like I said, Dimex Retro Gamer. If you like in television, he does arcade, he'll play Sega, so a little bit of mixture of retro games. Same thing with Famous or Crispy. He does retro games as well. Then you have Super Mega Graphics 64, which is Cyrus. He does a bunch of retro. He also does some modern in that. He has a PS5 Pro, which we always tease him about and always bring it up and ask him if he has one. But yeah, he does games on that and some modern, and he also does a lot of retro. And it's like, he was just did a show the other day on the PS2, and he was showing off the Taito collection, and that was cool. I like because I love games by them, so he did a real nice thing of that, and he also did the Konami collection for Castlevania, which was great. So you got him as well, and you have Art and Poe, which is Off Grid and Mr. Poe style. Pinball machines, they do retro and that. They're a good bunch of guys, funny dudes too. Sometimes Bart Off Grid does a thing with Greg Parker, and other times he does with Poe. So they're good to check out as well. Megatron plays. Try out. She does retro, mobile, modern. She does all kinds of different stuff. Plus, she's got her own show where she talks about whatever TV, movies, video games, whatever she has on her mind. But that's called the Meg Show. So as I said, that's why I have them at the beginning of the show. I advertise, well, I guess you could say I'm advertising them, but I'm just showing them because they're people that them are channels I go to. And so if you're looking for them kind of channels, you can, cruise through them. Also, there's I got to mention DJC. That's Chuck. DJC Game Studios is a dude you have to check out just because Chuck does mostly in television, but he does TurboGrafx sometimes and other things like that. but Chuck is just entertaining in his own way. He does a lot of characters. I mean, a lot. When I say a lot of characters, I mean a lot of characters, and he's pretty funny. So I always love watching DJC. And then there's that Television Gamer. I don't want to forget him. He does the television stuff as well. And Last Line Officials, another guy that I watch his channel. He does modern games, so he's a good dude to watch. There's another guy we used to have on here. He's not on here anymore because he got driven off by a-holes. But I used to like his channel too because he'd do retro. I say the retro community is probably one of your better communities, but just like any community, sometimes you just got people that are just haters for whatever reason. There's some people that, to them it's offensive that somebody my age is playing video games or playing these type of video games. That's the other thing. It's either because of my age sometimes, or it could be because of the games, because I play older systems. And I mean, that's not just me, that's anybody. They just, for some reason, they automatically have a hate towards you. Now, have I heard from them guys? No, not really. But I know I've been in channels and know when they, been around just harassing the shit out of somebody. And it's just silly. It's like, hey, play whatever game you want to play. I mean, what do you care? If somebody plays older games or, yeah, yes, there are better games. These games, you got to remember, it's not so much are they better. It's just that, to us, they're nostalgic and they mean something to us. That's all it is, yeah, I mean, you can get in that argument. Well, they got modern games. And, well, yeah, I play modern games as well. I like a lot of the newer stuff. But yeah, I still like the old stuff as well. On this, like Sunday night is always Atari night. The Atari is my first system, my system that I enjoyed the most. So every and the variations of it. So that's why every Sunday I like to do Atari night. But on Thursdays I do more, not always the newest games, but more modern games, because I do playthroughs, which right now I'm on Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and which I'm almost done with. So once I'm done with that, I'll move on to Village, and after that, Requiem. But so I like to do that. Then I pop on. I play Call of the Wild, which is a hunting simulator, which I really enjoy. So I play that whenever I get on, sometimes, in the afternoon, what have you, and I'll play, just pop on and start playing it. I don't have any set schedule for that. That's why, like, if you do enjoy watching that stuff, you can just hit the alerts and it'll tell you when I come on. Like now, sometimes I'll announce when I'm doing something in advance if it's bigger, which is just this past Saturday, I did a 2-player on Call of the Wild. Had a guy, Lone Scone, who's a friend of the channel. He came on and helped me and played 2-player Call of the Wild, and man, we had a good time. So we'll be doing that again. I enjoyed it. And it's funny. I was actually we were gonna get on there because Lone is new to it, and I was going to show him, some things about it. Well, I didn't have to show him shit. And the only thing I did was I suggested what guns he used. And Lone was already out just shooting the shit out of he got a bunch of animals. And that's why we even got in a situation where we got jumped by some wolves. I got my ass handed to me, and Lone did too. But actually, he went down fighting. He killed 3 wolves in the process. Though he said he swears he also he killed another one. But yeah, so he didn't need my help. But Lone's one of them guys. He's pretty good at that. Lone is he gets a game, and if he gets into it, he'll learn everything about it. And he seems to be a completionist. Like he'll get all the achievements or whatever you can do in a game. So yeah, he doesn't mess around when he's interested in the game. I envy him for that kind of dedication. I'm more of a flighty game player. Now I've been playing Call of the Wild since I think when it came out in 2019. So I've been devoted to it for that long, but not very many games do I do that with. I tell you, man, if this game had music in it, this would be a banger game. It's kind of dragging on, so I'll go ahead and boot out of there. I don't know how interesting it is to watch that one. And while we're doing that, do this thing here.
Please like and subscribe, and click on notifications. Thank you.
I always enjoy that one because it's like I said, it made me into a plushie toy. Let's see. Oh, if I tried this one yet. I don't even know what it is. Let's check it and see what it is. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd make any money off of them, but I mean, I'd buy one. So. All right. It looks like almost like Mousetrap. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, apparently not running into that thing. Not running into that either. Alright. Well, then what the hell do you do? Just run from them? Oh, there. Well, how do you get there? Oh, okay. I guess you're opening these things up into patterns. I kept thinking, what the hell is the purpose of this? But apparently there is a purpose to it. kind of making these boxes out of it. This is basically a puzzle game, but he going around destroying the boxes? Oh, okay, yes, he sure is. You dirty bastard. So yeah, that's basically what it is a puzzle game. Thanks, Jukebug. Yeah, I never played that before. That's pretty cool. All you gotta do is just keep opening and shutting them doors until they form them boxes, and I guess you just gotta get the whole screen of boxes. But man, I'll tell you what, that would be kind of difficult. But that's not bad though. That's kind of cool. Something different. I don't know what this is. Drone Patrol. I don't think I played this. We'll check it out though. Well, maybe we won't, because maybe the ROM doesn't work. There's a lot of, that's the thing about the 2600, 7800 and that. There's a lot of ROMs out there. Especially 7800 has a lot of new ROMs that they come out with that are pretty good. I'm saying ROMs, homebrew, sorry. And some of the hacks are good too. You just have to find, there's like a lot of hacks, but some hacks are just, shitty. They're not that good. And then there's some hacks that are really great. Buck Rogers. That's I played this before. I'm not going to play it right now, but if you got a 2600 and you get ROMs, look for Star Path ROMs. Them guys do some pretty decent ROMs. They, when they came out, they would come out, there was a thing that plugged in your cartridge slot on your 2600, and then it had a cord that went to a cassette player, and that's how you loaded them on, was through cassette. And that's what was cool back then too, is when they did the cassette thing. I mean, they had like specific cassettes for the systems, but you could use your own as long as you had a headphone jack on it. Because all it did was just measure it, the if you had a old modem for your computer, you were basically hearing what it heard when it was getting data uploaded and uploading it and downloading it. I don't know this game either. I'm not familiar with it. Let's see it. Might as well look at it. Don't know until you try. Or And in this case, we might know because it doesn't seem like the ROM works on it. Oh, jeez. Would the ROM lock up the system? Let me see here. It surely did. RetroArch is not responding. Lose program. Yeah, I don't have that happen often, but some of them will just lock the system up. That apparently was one of them because it sure did. I like the fact that they have. I don't know who's this made by. This is on Atari Age, but they have euchre. I don't know if you've ever played euchre. I used to play euchre with my buddies all the time, and because they're my one buddy's mom played it, and we used to hang out at his house because that's the house we used to drink at, and so we'd go over there and play euchre all the time, and so I mean we got pretty good at it, and we went down. She used to go down this bar, and she would play euchre on Sundays, and she told us to come down with her. There was 4 of us that went down there, and we when we got in there and started playing, it's a bunch at the time. We were old enough to go in the bar, but we were young. We were 21, 22 years old, and most of the people there was in their 50s, 60s, or more. And so we sat down, started playing euchre, and man, we would get with them, and we were good. Like I said, we were whooping their asses, and they were getting pissed off at us. So I remember we were sitting there, and I was playing, and because when you play euchre, some people have an idea of how you play. You should play a certain way, especially if you have a partner. And we were more aggressive when we played. We were more chancy, and we would call it barely on anything because we always went with the rule that you trusted your partner. But their rule was you trusted your partner somewhat. So when we would play against them, we'd take these chances that used to piss them off. And I remember the one guy was yelling at me, and he kept telling the owner of the bar that he wanted my ass out of there because he said I was too young and cocky, and I wasn't even being cocky. I was just playing euchre. I wasn't even saying anything. It's not like I was sitting there going, hell yeah, screw you, that shit. I wasn't, I was trying to be respectful, but he was just mad because I was freaking, the guy that I got with was opponent of his, me and him was playing his, that guy's partner, and we were whooping the shit out of him. So he was just a little upset about it over a game of euchre. That's what was so funny about it. Let's see let's play some Gorf Arcade. Yeah, especially with the older crowd, man. Rab, euchre was big. But like I said, we just, we hung out in my buddy's house, and his mom taught us, and man, we played euchre all the time. That's what, you're talking about. We started playing when we were teenagers, and we used to go up there drinking when we were teenagers. And don't do that at home, kids. That's what we did. But so that's what our entertainment was. We drank, and we drank shitty beer, and we played euchre. That's what we did all the time, and smoked. We smoked, drank shitty beer, and played euchre. All right, what the hell did I do with my controller? Okay, there it is. Firing mechanism of Gorf is a lot different in some of these games. You don't just, if you keep pushing the button, this is what you get. You have to push it once, let it go, and let it hit what it needs to hit, and then fire again. Which I think is cool of Dwarf back in the day was it was like a couple arcade games at one sitting. As you had these different stages. Because, you know, we were used to like, you know, Space Invaders. If you went to a Space Invaders arcade game, you played Space Invaders the whole game. If you went to Asteroids, it was Asteroids the whole game. You know, you played Dwarf and you had these different levels, which were a mixture of some of the arcade games that we played, but, you know, you had all these different, you know, types, so it was kind of cool. At least it was cool to me. Getting chancy. I got killed on the last shot. Killed him, and got killed. Yeah, I always got a nephew that asked me, you know, you guys survived back then. I said, what do you mean? We had stuff to do. I mean, of course, to him, you know, he looks at the stuff that I'd done that I thought was fun, and it sounds stupid as shit to him, but. We were back from a generation that, you know, we had the video games starting coming out, and we played them, but we also used to go on our bikes all the time. That's how you know, basically was your mode of transportation until you got of age to drive. Was you know, we just went everywhere on our bikes. And we used to hang out, you know, a lot, just playing, you know, like I was saying, playing euchre and what have you. Drinking. We did a lot of drinking back then. But I don't think that's any different than any teenagers nowadays. There we go. That's how you do it. This kind of reminds me of, not exactly, but almost like, what the hell's that game called? I'm trying to think of it. Can't think of the name of it. But the game I'm thinking of, the ship moves around a circle around, like how them guys are doing that, and your ship moves around the screen in a circle, and you fire at them. It plays old Beethoven songs in that. Rowdies? I'm sure I'll probably think of it when the stream's over. You gotta shoot the center of that ship, basically. So you gotta eat away at it. Better than I'm doing right now. Which you're not gonna see since I got killed. But yeah, you shoot it and it takes away pieces of the ship until that core is exposed, and you shoot that out. Well, we're down here in the G's. I wonder, do they have a, I didn't know if they had a, gyrus. Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah. All right. This is the 2600 version of it, but it's pretty impressive that 2600 had some music playing on it. The arcade, it used to have a spinner control for it. Because it plays kind of like Tempest in a way, when you think about it. I never played much of this. I got to hand it to Parker Brothers. This isn't a bad version of it for the, like I said, for the 2600. I mean, you're limited on what you can do, but I'm actually surprised that they were able to do it this well. Come on, bitch, come back here. Then it had you go into different planets, and it would come up, you know, Uranus and not Uranus. I was wondering, I'm like, what the hell's going on? Well, it's because we're traveling to another planet. Huh. Must be the end of it. Not bad. I mean, like I said, I never really played it. But they didn't do too bad of a job for what it was. All right. Oh shit, we're getting close. Before we go out, there's have another one of them.
Please like and subscribe to my channel,
I showed
and then
you.
click notifications. Thank you.
I always forget to do the like and subscribe, so that's why I made them things up. Usually, what helps me is in chat. Jeff, go game go. Oh, remember it, but yeah, I'm always bad on remembering to tell people, hey, go like and subscribe. Um, because it's even like on the channels I go to. Uh, yeah, I've been going to them for years, and it's not until somebody says, "Hey, like and subscribe," and then all of a sudden I go, "Oh shit!" and I go out and like and hit the likes and subscribe because I know how that helps out channels and that. But like I said, I forget to do it once in a while because I know, like I think it's like that on any channel, but the majority of people that watch you don't subscribe or like or even come into the chat or whatever. Some people just they're probably on their television popping through there, and they just happen to check and see what you're doing or what have you. Plus that's the thing about YouTube, which is always what I like about it, is if something bores you, you can just pop on something else and go watch it. You don't have to sit there and stick with it and that. You watch what you want to watch. So I respect that because I do the same damn thing. But anyways, I'm trying to think. I think the next time we're gonna, I would like to go through the uh, uh, the games and go through the publishers and play like we did with Activision and do I'm not sure who the next one would be. Um Probably maybe Parker Brothers. They're a good one to do. They got quite a few games. Parker Brothers, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do Parker Brothers. I mean, we got a lot of choices, but Parker Brothers quite a few games. Um like I said, we've done Activision. Um Oh, Spectrovision is another one we can do. Uh, Star Path, well, we could do them. They have quite a few games we could play. Um, and well, I don't know. Coleco's got I can't remember how many Coleco has, but they got quite a few games. But yeah, so we can go through. We can do that. Maybe we'll just do a couple of publisher nights coming up. We'll pick out um, some of the ones uh, that I think are more where everybody knows them and they have pretty decent games. Because I mean, there's like any system, there's developers out there that are well known for making shitty games. Because that's also too is we got the guys that made the Halloween game, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the 2600. Maybe we'll save some of them for around the Halloween time or whatever. But yeah, that's probably what we'll do then. Yeah, we'll probably just we'll pick out one of the Parker Brothers. We'll do some Parker Brother games. I like some of their games, anyways. They got some pretty good ones. We'll do that a couple of nights and do that. And like I said, I gotta. The problem is trying to figure out. There's so many goddamn games for each of these systems, but you have to go through every one to see. Okay, does the ROM work? Does the is the game good? Because like I said, you can have a hack for a game, but it could suck. It ain't worth even playing around with. So yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Rab is 20th Century Fox did do some good games. So yeah, that's one we can go through as well. So yeah, I mean, there's some of the publishers or developers or whatever you want to call them did pretty good job on some of the games they released. So yeah, we'll that's another one we can add to the thing is 20th Century Fox. Apollo is another one. Apollo's, you know, but of course Atari is the bigger one, but we've been playing through a lot of them anyways. Let's see. Uh, Also, yeah, Zonix. their games are kind of hit and miss. But yeah, there's still other good developers on there. We'll just have to we'll pick and choose through them and that. But it even picks up by the developer like Bob Whitehead, and it has the games he's been involved in. I like how they do this. It's actually pretty set up, pretty cool. But yeah, so that's what we'll probably do next Sunday. Plus, trying to. I had the Jaguar. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of the Jaguar. The Jaguar sucks. I know there's some people that likes the Jaguar, and that's cool, man. You like what you like. I'm not a fan of it. It wasn't that good to me, and but I was trying to do emulation for it because I know some people do like the Jaguar games, even though I'm not a big fan of it. But I couldn't get it to work right, so I gave up on that. That's but I like I said also too. I do want to do some. We'll start getting into ColecoVision games as well, sometimes because even though we do mostly Atari, it's around in that era. ColecoVision falls in within there too, and also we might throw in some TurboGrafx love just for the fact that TurboGrafx was not a well-known system. It wasn't. It was in Japan. If I'm not mistaken, it really did good in Japan. But here in the United States, not so much. I had a TurboGrafx, though. I loved the system. It was a great system. Had a different look to it compared to Nintendo, Sega, and them. They did their own thing. So, matter of fact, one of the guys that's in the chat, Rab, that's retro and I tried to say his full name and messed it up. Retro Advisory Board. Okay, I got it out finally. But Rab is he is well versed in the video game world. He knows a lot about a lot of the systems. I mean, he's there's him, and then there's Greek Storian, which is Nick. Nick's very well informed in games and that knows a lot of the history. So I used to watch them on DJC's channel. They used to do a show with him, and but yeah, I mean, Rab was always the one on there that knew a lot of the history of the games that they were talking about and that's something I always appreciate because I know a little of the history, enough to get by, I guess, but I don't know the full history of a lot of stuff, and it's always interesting to me to find out about some of these games, about the developers, and that's why I like the Atari. I don't know if if you're out there and you haven't got it, get the Atari 50th collection. That's it's done by Digital Eclipse, but I tell you what, just the timeline going through it and learning about the history of Atari, it's pretty fascinating. And it's like that with a lot of you got to remember, these are the pioneers of video games. If you're watching this right now and you're my age, you know about this stuff. But if you're younger, this is where video games started at. This is, the things that they went through, what they were working with, the inferior, equipment and systems and squeak it, the Atari, the Atari 2600 was not meant to do a lot of what it's done later on. These guys, they were like goddamn magicians that pulled shit out of their ass to get these games to run on that system. And it was pretty impressive. And, it was basically when television came out, their thing was to push to show how much, more graphically advanced their system was than the Atari 2600. And it was. And so, but the Atari 2600 guys answered it with coming out with these games where they were able to do arcade games that we never thought would be on the system based on what was on it previously. And they did some amazing shit with it. But yeah, learning about that whole, how all that was happening, that's pretty damn interesting. So, um, I watch a lot of documentaries when it comes into um, learning about stuff that happened back in the day when video companies were first starting up and what they had to go through and that. And I always found it, fascinating. So, but yeah, that's yeah. If you ever get a chance, get that collection. That's a good collection. It has the thing is it doesn't have every 2600 game now, and it doesn't even sometimes have the better ones. Along the way when Atari first came out until the Atari today, they lost a lot of their licenses or sold them off and stuff like that. So some of their games that were theirs is now somebody else's, or what have you. So the collection has as good of a collection as they could put together with the assets that they have now. They even bought Stern just so they could put Berserk on. So but yeah, they the 50th anniversary collection is still a great collection. And I have it on my PC, and I also have it on my shit. I think I have it on my Xbox as well. So I have it on my PC, I have it on my Xbox, and I also have it on my Switch too. So go figure. Do I need as many copies? No. It's just that if it is something that I really like and I enjoy, I know that something like that is not going to sell like Grand Theft Auto or some of them games. So I support them just because I want them to make more of them games. So buying 1 or 2 copies, 3 copies, if enough people do that, it gets them to maybe put out something later on or do a DLC for that or whatever. So that's I try to do that as much as possible. I can't help everybody, but I try to help when I can. But anyways, I wanted to thank everybody for stopping by tonight. I appreciate it. This was a little bit more lax, but we'll have it more structured. Well, not I ain't gonna say real structure because I'm not a structured guy. I always tell everybody I'm a regular dude playing video games, and that's it. There's no finesse to me. I'm just who I am. You're not gonna find any fancy shit going on here. Just I like to play games. I like to, going through them and trying to figure out. I don't have it. If you notice, I don't I don't script this. I don't have any plan ahead of what I'm going to do. I don't have games on the list to say, hey, this is what we're going to play. The only time I do that is if I say, hey, we're going to play Activision games or we're going to play 20th Century Fox games or what have you. Most of the time, I'm just looking through the list and picking the games out while your guys are here, which I know probably isn't the most exciting way to do it, but it's just the way I do it because I'm looking for games and something that might catch my eye or what have you. And but that's also where you guys come in because it's like if you don't like what I'm picking, then come into the chat. You don't have to chat. You could just come in and say, "Hey, asshole, why don't you play this game?" It doesn't hurt my feelings if you call me asshole. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, you can come in and say whatever you want, and ask for a game, and I'll find it and play it. I don't mind doing that because, like I said, it's I play what I like to play. So maybe when I'm looking, it's going to go towards that direction. So if somebody else comes in and suggests something, it breaks that up. So I'm trying something different, and I like doing that. So you can do that at any time. I mean, you could do that on the chat for this later on. You can put in the comments, hey, next time play such and such. And I'll see it because I check all my comments. And you can, I'll play that game. Then I'll make a list and I'll write it down because if I don't, I'll forget. But I'll do a list then. That way I'll play the game that you're asking for. I don't mind doing that. No, don't come in and ask for the same game all the time. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to play something, but yeah, I don't mind playing once in a while. It's just it's just an easier way for me to pick the games or whatever. But anyways, let me thank people in chat. I always appreciate everybody that comes in here. Go Game Go. That's Jeff. I appreciate him coming in here. Benjamin. Benjamin's come in a few times. Always appreciate Benjamin coming in here. Brian F. Brian F is well, he's in here still, but Brian F stopped by. I always appreciate him. Like I said, he's somebody I've known in a lot of the chats. Always good that he stops by. Let's see, we got mostly Benjamin and Brian, them going back. Then we got Cyrus stopped in here. That's Super Mega Graphics 64. And then we have Retro Advisory Board. That's Rab that I was talking about. Junebug's in here. The Famous or Crispy. That's Chris. Like I said, he has a channel as well. So does Jeff. Go Game Go. Super Mega Graphics has got a channel. Go check that out. Junebug was in here. Always good to see Junebug. Let's see who else we got in it. Dark Underdog. Dark, somebody that I met through Chad on Discord. That he's a good guy. So it's good to see Dark in here. Obsidian Contraption. That's Obs. Obs stopped in here. Always good to see Obs. Dimex Retro Gamer stopped in here. He has a channel. Dimex Retro Gamer is the channel. Go check him out. Cooler stopped in here. It's always good to see Cooler. He's usually in every time. That was my. I was like, "What the hell is that?" It was tell me my battery is low. Let's see. We have. I think that gets everybody. I wonder how. Okay, I guess I have to hit the OK, or it's just going to keep telling me the battery's low. Anyways, I appreciate everybody stopping by. Come see me next Sunday on Atari Night. Like I said, we'll pick out a thing. We were talking about it. The Atari. We talked about the 20th Century Fox, and we also talked about Parker Brothers. So I think it'll be Parker Brothers next week. We'll do all the Parker Brother games, which will be interesting because I haven't played a lot of them for a while, and probably suck at a lot of them. And here's another thing. I'm not a game expert. You don't come here expecting to see fantastic gameplay and learning a lot or whatever. I'm just a guy that plays games. Some of them I'm good at. Some of them I'm horrible at. I'm not the best. Some of them I haven't played for a while, so I'm a little rusty at. That's what you get. I mean, I pop in a game and we'll play whatever, no matter if I played it recently. I don't play it in advance to try to get better at it for the show or whatever. I just play it as I, remember how to play it, or not. Apparently, some of them I don't remember playing and get killed at. But I'm not a game guru. I'm not Billy Mitchell. I'm not. So you're not gonna. I'm not setting world records on here. I'm just playing games. But yeah, we'll do Parker Brothers and 20th Century Fox or whatever games like for the 2600. We'll do also. I think there's some for the 52 and 7800 too. So we might do across the different systems. But yeah, so that's Atari Night every Sunday night, 8 Eastern time to 10 Eastern time. And then I do on Thursdays at 8 Eastern time, I play Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. That Thursdays is playthrough day, so whatever game I'm playing, it just happens to be Biohazard 7, Resident Evil Biohazard 7 right now. But as soon as I'm finished with that, which, if fingers crossed, I said this last week, and I looked like a big ass idiot because I told everybody it was the end, but it wasn't. Apparently, I didn't know how longer it had to go. So from what I read on the internet, I should be almost within about an hour and a half or 2 hours of finishing the game. So hopefully we wrap it up this Thursday, and then we're going to move on to Resident Evil Village. And then after we're done with Village, then we're moving to Requiem. Now, after that, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to get into something else. Do I go back through the whole? Because maybe I should have done the Resident Evil from the start to the finish. I could have done that, I guess. We could always go back and come back up, or that on Thursday. I'll probably start doing a poll on that to try to get what everybody's gauge is, what like some playthrough they like to see me do. That's another thing. My playthroughs, they're not the best playthroughs. I can play them. I'm not the best at it. But I love the Resident Evil series, but I get my ass handed to me sometimes in it. But I am determined and I will keep playing until I get through it. So, and then every once in a while, it could be any day I pop on and I play Call of the Wild, which is Hunter Call of the Wild, which is a game I love to play. It's a hunter simulator game. I always say this: I'm not a hunter. I don't kill animals. I do kill digital animals, and I don't have no problem doing it. I play that game quite a bit. So I've been streaming that one when people seem to enjoy it, which is great because I love doing it. And I get with Lone Scone, who's a friend of the channel, and he plays 2-player with me. And that's what we did this previous Saturday. And it was fun. I enjoyed myself because then we're talking back and forth. It keeps it more, going. And there's people in chat talking, and it added into it. So, but that's what adds into any of these. If you guys, hit the likes, hit the subscribe, hit the alerts, and then come into the chat if you want to. You don't have to, but I appreciate if you come to the chat. It helps me during the stream because I got people to, basically soundboards to bounce things off of or listen to what they're telling me, or like I said, picking games or what have you. It just adds into the 2 hours that we're sitting there together. So, but yeah, just, the Call of the Wild could be any day. I pop on whenever. I'll start doing that with a lot of other stuff. There'll be Dreamcast stuff. There'll be the TurboGrafx stuff. There could be newer games on the Xbox. I might be playing. It just depends. I was going to do a lot more systems, but I kind of had to narrow it down because I can't be playing every system. It gets monotonous after a while. It's just too hard to. Hey, I'm looking through this system, hooking stuff up. So, I have a shitload of games for a lot of these systems where it's, and then with the emulation, I got quite a bit. So, I mean, we're not going to be hurting for content. So, but yeah, I'd rather just stick to, I'd like some of my modern games. So we'll be doing some of that with, like I said, with the Call of the Wild. We might, I popped on and played some arcade games on the Xbox 360. Which are off my Series X, but it plays 360 games. So we'll do stuff like that. That'll pop on. And I got to start making more videos than that. It's just I like doing these live broadcasts more, so I've been doing them more often. But I also like doing the shorts and the videos. So who knows? We'll figure it out as we go along. I mean, this channel's still semi new, and so I'm just learning as I go along and finding out what. You can't please everybody. I already know that. So it's just pretty much what seems to be what people like to see. And that's what we'll stick with. And, we'll try that, see how that works out. But, like I said, I appreciate everybody stopping by, taking time out of your Sunday. That's always appreciative. I will be back again, like I said, on Thursday at 8 Eastern time, playing, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, hopefully to completion. I'm trying to, let me cross my fingers here. Not good at crossing my fingers. There. It's still half-ass. I gotta. There. I'm getting old. I can't bend. I can't. My fingers don't cross as well as they used to. Sometimes I gotta force them. But yeah, so we'll be playing that, and then we'll be back again, like I said, next Sunday for Atari Night, and throughout the week I'll be popping on doing this and that. You'll never know what it is. I'll put it up there, but it won't be a big notice. Might be like an hour beforehand or right before I do it. So, but anytime you come on, I appreciate it. Like I said, hit like and subscribe if you would. I really appreciate that. Hit the alerts if you want to see when I come on. And I thank you all for taking your time out to watch me on this Sunday. I really, really appreciate it. I can't explain how much I, appreciate it, but I really do. And I hope to see you all later. And I hope you all have a good day. And let me see how I can get my butt out of here. I always go to cancel out and I don't have my shit ready to end the broadcast. Anyways, thanks again. And I will see you all later.